Welcome back to Coin Explorer, and today's video begins with a direct, jaw-dropping fact. Certain rare and era variety 2-pence coins from the late 1970s have sold for thousands of dollars in the collector market. Yes, thousands. And what makes the story even more exciting is that these are coins millions of people handle daily, tossed into drawers, left inside old tins, or completely forgot about. But hidden among them, a tiny fraction exists with minting anomalies and high-grade survival quality that push their value from pocket change into the serious money category. And the moment you understand exactly why these coins reach such shocking prices, you'll never look at old British pennies the same way again. Today we're diving deep into this coin, the classic 1977 2-pence, featuring the portrait of Queen Elizabeth II and the Prince of Wales feathers, and revealing what transforms it from ordinary bronze into a four-figure collectible that seasoned numismatists chase with passion. The reason this coin becomes such a powerful collectible is far more complex than just age or design. It comes down to a blend of scarcity, minting errors, transitional characteristics, variations in die usage, and most importantly, the condition in which the coin survives today. The late 1970s were a fascinating period for British minting, as the Royal Mint was undergoing technological shifts, increasing production volume, and modernizing machinery. During such transitions, unusual minting anomalies became more common. Slight off-centers, doubled lettering, misstruck planchets, die cracks, weak impressions, and even the extremely rare wrong metal strikes. These are not manufactured gimmicks. They're genuine minting accidents that slipped through quality control decades ago and today stand as treasures for collectors. A single documented wrong-planchet 2-pence error from this era has already crossed the $1,000 market auction, proving that these valuations are not fantasy. They are historical, recorded, and absolutely real. Before we look at the high-value errors, let's appreciate the powerful artistic and historical weight this coin carries. On the obverse, you see the beautiful Arnold Machen portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, a design that defined British coinage for over 2 decades. The youthful elegance of Her Majesty wearing the Girls of Great Britain and Ireland tiara gives the coin an instantly recognizable silhouette, cherished by collectors worldwide. Flip the coin over and you meet the commanding emblem of the Prince of Wales feathers rising above the words 2-pence. This emblem, 3 ostrich feathers emerging from a coronet, is one of the oldest royal symbols in the United Kingdom, paired with the motto Ich diene, meaning I serve. This combination of monarchy, tradition, and heritage adds emotional value for collectors and ensures that coins from this era never fall out of demand. Even without errors, thousands of collectors seek these coins, but with errors, the demand goes from high to explosive. Metal composition is another aspect of this coin that makes it historically special. The 1977 2-pence was struck in bronze, a copper-rich alloy known for its warm reddish color and its ability to age beautifully through natural toning. Coins develop unique shades over time, from bright orange copper to chocolate brown, and certain color varieties are especially prized. But composition becomes even more fascinating when we enter the realm of transitional errors. A handful of 2-pence coins from the broader 1970s era have surfaced that were struck on the wrong type of blank, such as copper nickel or lighter alloy planchets. These wrong metal strikes occur when leftover blanks from another denomination accidentally enter the production hopper, creating a minting mistake that is almost impossible to detect until years later. Such pieces have a proven track record of fetching thousands of dollars, making them one of the most valuable finds in this category. Now the exciting part, the exact minting errors that push coins like this into the high-value bracket. The Royal Mint, despite its reputation for excellence, occasionally produced anomalies that collectors now hunt like treasure. These include off-center strikes, where part of the design is shifted outward, broad strikes, where the metal expands beyond normal boundaries, double strikes that create overlapping images, die cracks resembling raised lightning-like lines, die fills that cause missing letters, and the king of all, wrong-planchet errors that change weight, color, and metallic fingerprint. Even coins struck slightly misaligned can reach shockingly high prices when preserved in top-grade condition. These errors are not created intentionally. They were accidents that slipped unnoticed into circulation decades ago, and today when one surface is in great condition, bidding wars erupt, and the final hammer price can go from a few hundred to well into the thousands, depending on rarity and grade. And the year 1977 itself carries significance because it sits in the early post-decimalization era, when Britain was still adjusting to a completely redesigned currency system. These transitional years saw fluctuations in die usage, subtle design variability, and inconsistency in striking pressure, all elements that make errors more likely. This was also a time when minting volume grew rapidly, and as volume increases, oversight becomes more difficult. Many collectors believe the 1970s hold some of the most underrated British era coins, and that belief is now being reflected in market activity. As more people study these coins, documented eras from 1977 are increasing in value, with some collectors predicting that this decade's era coins will be among the most valuable modern British issues in the next 10 years. But none of this would matter without the single most important factor in coin valuation: condition. A beautiful, sharply detailed, glossy surface coin is worth exponentially more than a worn, scratched, or dull one. High-grade examples, especially those graded by PCGS or NGC, create intense demand among collectors who want the best preserved version of a rare error. A misstrike worth $300 in average grade could leap to over $2,000 if graded as mint state with strong luster. The tiniest details matter: feather sharpness, lettering crispness, rim smoothness, and metallic reflectivity. For a coin like this to reach its highest value bracket, it must look almost untouched, and that's why so few exist. Billions were made, but maybe only a few dozen survive in the extraordinary condition needed to break into the thousands of dollars range. So if you're holding a 2-pence coin like the one shown today, here's what you must check. Examine the rim for clipping, check the lettering for doubling, analyze the feathers for missing details, inspect the tiara for sharpness, look for cracks running across the design, weigh the coin to rule out wrong metal errors, and observe color to identify unusual toning patterns. A small deviation could mean a massive jump in value. These coins often hide in jars, old envelopes, inherited collections, and forgotten drawers. People pass them over without looking, and that is exactly why treasure still exists in the wild. Your coin may appear ordinary at first glance, but if it has the right error combined with the right condition, it could easily place itself in the same category as the documented 2-pence pieces that sold for thousands of dollars at auction. And finally, before we wrap up, if you think you might have a rare one, get it evaluated, weigh it, photograph it clearly, and consider submitting it to a grading service or auction house. Rare era coins perform extremely well at auction, especially certified, and you could be holding something far more valuable than you ever imagined. Thank you for watching Coin Explorer, where forgotten change becomes discovered treasure. If you enjoyed this breakdown, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and comment which coin you want me to explore next.